Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a stained glass nail set, and it's going to be like spring themed. For this set I used Nails by Dev's Jelly Collection along with McCart's Jelly Collection. I think I used every color from Nails by Dev except for the orange one. And then from the McCart collection, I used both of the blues and the orange from that. I think I also used the green, but I mixed it with something else. I can't really remember. I also used Dreaming of Iceland from Madame Glam because it is a milky white color and I needed that for the clouds that I'll be doing on some of the nails. So starting off with the thumb, I'm just going in and painting on a rainbow. If you want to, you can flash cure each color as you go. I didn't do that. I just drew each line and then cured once I was done getting all of the colors on. But like I said, if you are worried about messing up the lines or like bumping them or anything, you can go ahead and flash cure in between. Once I got all the colors on, I did flash cure that real quick, and then I did a second layer of all of the colors, except for the orange one. I did do 3 layers total for that one, just because I feel like it wasn't bright enough and wasn't showing through as much as I wanted it to with just the 2 layers, so I did go ahead and do a 3rd layer on that. And because I am using jelly colors, I did just flash cure everything as I was going along. And then I did one final cure at the very end for 60 seconds. After I got the rainbow finished, I went ahead and drew on a sun. Again, for this one, I did do 2 layers of this, and I flash cured each layer. And when I'm flash curing, I flash cure it for about 15 seconds. Now I'm just taking my dotting tool and drawing a couple clouds onto this nail because I was using the dotting tool and I could get a little bit more gel polish on there with the dotting tool. I did only end up doing 1 layer on the white here. And then once I cured that real quick, I did go in with the blue and just fill in the rest of that space for the clouds. Again, doing 2 layers of this color. for the pointer nail, I am going to be doing some flowers, and for the grass and the stems, I did mix up some of the colors to get the colors that I wanted. So for the darker green that I am using right here, this is Nails by Dev. I think it's Instant Messenger and Totally Buggin' to get this darker green. And then for this lighter green here, it's McCart's Lemon Fizz and I think it's Blueberry something. I lied, it wasn't the blueberry one, it was Blackberry Gumdrop and Lemon Fizz. So I started with the darker green and then flash cured that, then went in with the lighter green, flash cured that, and then I decided to do tulips on this nail. So I take the pink and I draw those on. I will say though, I ended up not liking how this nail ended up looking, so I did redo it later. So when you see it later, it is going to look differently than how it does right here. And then after getting the flowers on, I went in with the blue and filled in the background space. I didn't originally put clouds on this nail. I thought that was going to be too much, but then once I got it done, it ended up looking a little empty. So that is why I ended up redoing the nail. And it ends up looking a lot different because I did do the flowers a little bit differently, as well as the grass on this nail. But I don't show myself doing that. I just did all that off camera because I didn't want to re-show myself doing these flowers, and I felt like that was just going to be unnecessary. Also, on the rest of this video, I don't show myself filling in the background and the sky, just because I felt like that was also pretty repetitive and it was just the same thing over and over again. And I feel like at this point you get what I'm doing here. So I just show myself doing like the focal points of the nails and not the background for the rest of this video. For the middle nail, I wanted to do butterflies, and I started out by doing the bodies of the butterflies. I used Madame Glam's Perfect Black for this, and I had put a bunch of little lines on there to mark out where I wanted the butterflies, but then I felt like that was going to be too many and it was going to be way too crowded. So then I wiped all of that off and then went in with fewer lines. And since I was using black for this, I did go ahead and cure that for a full 60 seconds before moving on to the next step. After that, I just started drawing on the wings for the butterflies. Again, doing 2 coats on each of these colors, except for the orange. Again, I did do 3 coats, flash curing in between each coat. I do wish I would have done the wings a little bit differently. I was just looking at a butterfly stained glass pattern, and this was kind of how they had the butterflies drawn on, where the top wings were a little more pointier and the bottom wing, or the bottom half of the wing, was more rounded. and it's alright, but in the end I do kind of wish I would have done them a little bit differently, or like looked at something else for my reference. For the ring nail, I did some like daisies. I didn't show myself doing the grass again because I felt like since I had already shown it once, it was pretty much the same thing. But I just took the yellow and dotted that on with my dotting tool for the centers, and then I'm taking the white and drawing on the petals. It is a little bit hard to see me drawing on these petals because one, that sticky tack is there, and two, the white is very light. It is a little bit hard to see, and I think I want to say I only did one coat of the white, but I might have done two. I can't remember. And then for the pinky nail, I drew on some bees. I didn't do as many bees as I did butterflies. I only did 2 bees on this nail. And after doing this nail, I had kind of wished that I would have only done like 2 butterflies on the other nail. And then I could have spent more time and put a little bit more detail into those butterflies. And again, I did 2 layers on the yellow. I also did 2 layers on the white on the wings. And like I mentioned earlier, once I had finished this nail, I did go ahead and cure all 5 of the nails for a full 60 seconds to make sure that everything was 100% completely cured. So this is what they look like after I got all the designs on and before I went in with all of the black outlining. And before I did the outline, I did go ahead and wipe all of the nails off with some alcohol to remove that sticky layer. I've said before how the sticky layer kind of acts like a blooming gel a little bit and causes whatever you put on top to spread out a little bit so you don't get those nice crisp clean lines. And that is very important here with this stained glass design that I am doing, to have those like nice crisp clean black lines. So that is why I wiped the nails off with some alcohol. Now I'm just taking Perfect Black from Madame Glam and going in and outlining all of the designs so that they are separated. Each color is separated, just like how a regular stained glass window would look. I also don't show myself out doing the black outline for every single nail. I only show it on this one and the pointer nail, just because again it's a very repetitive task and I just felt like it wasn't really needed to be seeing me outlining everything. Also, that was going to make the video a lot longer to show all the outlining. So I do only show the outlining for a couple of the nails. But after I got all of the outlines done and all of the details done on all of the nails, I did go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds. Once I was done with the outlining, I went in with my LGN shiny top coat and top coated all of the nails and then cured those for 60 seconds. If I were to have been doing these on myself, I would have top coated the underneath as well. I could have done that on these too, but I didn't want to have to take them off the stand and then hold them and like flip them over and whatever to do the top coat, so I just top coated the top. But if you are doing these and you want to top coat the bottom, you can top coat the bottom as well. And this is how they came out. I think this is a really cute, fun, playful set for spring, and I love the colors on this. And honestly, I feel like they look a whole lot better in person compared to how they look here on camera, but I feel like that's how it usually is whenever you're doing anything on camera. Like, it always just looks better to see something in person versus on a screen. But overall, I am super happy with how these came out, and they definitely give that like stained glass feel to them. I feel like they don't look exactly like stained glass because the background, I feel like stained glass has more of like the lines going on in the background because it's individual little pieces making up that, but I didn't feel like doing all of that. So I just left it, you know, one solid color, but I think it's still cute and looks stained glass-ish. And I can't decide if the rainbow nail or the bee nail is my favorite. They both came out super cute. I mean, all of the nails came out really cute, but the rainbow and the bees have to be my favorites out of this whole set. I will say I do wish that I would have only done 2 butterflies instead of doing however many 5 butterflies there that I did. And I would have just stuck with 2 like I did with the bees, and then I could have added a little bit more detail onto those butterflies and maybe make them look a little bit more butterfly-ish. And I did go ahead and include some outside shots of these nails, which I haven't done in a while since I've had a set on for like the past month or so, and I never show any set that's not on my hand outside just because it's too difficult to do all that and to like show them while they're outside, and I can't really hold them up and show them and everything. But because I am getting ready to do my own nails, I was able to pop these on real quick and take some pictures and videos of them outside so you can get the full stained glass effect with them. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.